Watch those wrist rockets! Hey guys, welcome back to brokeNbricks. Today we are adding to this base plate all of the Star Wars Battlefront heroes and villains minifigures that I own, as well as adding some new ones that I ordered just for this video, so let's get started. So we've got a few things here that I ordered to add to the Heroes vs Villains collection. The first one is this character encyclopedia, which has the episode 9 version of Palpatine. And there we have Palpatine with his two little lightning blasts. Okay, so we have the prequels version of Yoda to match Battlefront 2, because the only one that I have is the original trilogy one. This Obi-Wan torso is from the General Grievous's wheel bike, and I got it because the one that I have has the burns from Mustafar, even though at that point in the movie he hadn't even been to Mustafar yet. This one's from the General Grievous's Starfighter, so we're going to swap out these torsos. And the guy that was selling those also had an episode 9 fin, so I just bought that as well. And I also got the Return of the Jedi version of Boba Fett to match Battlefront 2 because I just saw it for cheap on eBay. You can see the differences here, hopefully. This one from The Empire Strikes Back has the blue, and the one from Return of the Jedi is all in grey. So this is everything I got, and once we've upgraded the Obi-Wan Kenobi, that will be another 5 minifigures to add to the collection. So first up we have Luke Skywalker, and the first skin is his Jedi Knight outfit. Technically isn't an official figure. What I did for this one was I combined the one from the Dark Trooper attack and also the one from the Emperor's Throne Room. And if we remove his hair, you can see his smiling face on the other side, which is inappropriate for the very serious game that is Star Wars Battlefront 2. Next we have Luke in his Hoth skin. I got this from one of the advent calendars, I think it might have been 2023. This minifigure is actually really underrated. It's a lot better than the previous versions. And if we take off his hat, you can see his face print on the other side, which is kind of a suspicious facial expression, but unfortunately the back of his hat doesn't cover that, so you can kind of see his chin poking out through the back of his head there. Then we have the Yavin Ceremony skin. Unsurprisingly, I got this from the Yavin 4 Rebel Temple set. The only difference is I removed the medal because he doesn't have it in the game. It's got the same face as the Jedi Knight skin, and I really like this minifigure because the only other time that we got it was in the Visual Dictionary, I think. And I have a lot of nostalgia for that, so it's nice to see the modernised version here. And finally we have the Farm Boy skin. This has been in a bunch of sets. The only difference is I changed his hair from tan to dark tan just to match the movie a little bit better. Palpatine. And why didn't Luke just do that in the movies? Out of the 5 Leia skins in the game, the adventure one doesn't have a minifigure, and out of the other 4 I only have 2, the first of which is the Endor Leia. This is the 2015 version. I do have the 2023 one, but this one's just a lot better with the physical poncho piece instead of the printed one. Then we have the Princess skin, which I got from, I think, a minifigure bundle on eBay. I just really wanted it because once they added the dress piece instead of the legs, it looked a lot better than it did before. I just blew up my son. Oh, that would have made the sequels better if Leia just blew up Kylo Ren. Han Solo's got 7 skins, which I think is the most in the game, but unfortunately, again, I only have 2. The first one is the Yavin Ceremony, and this is the same case as Luke, where it's from the Yavin 4 Temple set, and I removed the medal, except I also swapped out his head for the older Han Solo, because now they just used the younger Han Solo head for all of them. And speaking of young Han Solo, I have the Corellia Escape skin from the Han Solo Landspeeder set. I actually quite like Solo: A Star Wars Story, and I definitely thought that the sets of minifigures we got for it were really good, so I'm very happy to add this to the collection. I'm Solo, I'm Han Solo, I'm Han Solo, Solo.
Great kid, don't get cocky.
Next we have Chewbacca, and I only have the one minifigure of him, the Wookiee Smuggler skin. And this one has been in a bunch of sets at this point. It's quite common, I think I've got 2 or 3 of them. And I do have his stud shooter bowcaster. I just removed the stud because it looked a little bit silly. Recreating the Force Awakens. No! Come on, punch him. Next up we have the prequel version of Yoda, which is slightly different with the torso printing to the original trilogy one. And I didn't even know until I was buying this minifigure that LEGO still gives him the full-length lightsaber blade. I thought they were giving him the shorter one, but that's actually never been included with Yoda. So this is his height compared to a lightsaber.
Kill the Emperor and Grievous, I have. Take lots of ketamine to celebrate, I will.
Next we have Rey, starting with the Scavenger skin. This one was in a bunch of Force Awakens sets back in the day. The Force Awakens is 10 years old this year. How? Then we have the Jedi training skin from The Last Jedi, also known as Pre-Order Rey. I got this one for Snoke's throne room a few years ago. And even though this is my favourite Rey outfit, I do not have the skin. Even though I'm pretty sure I did pre-order the game, so I think that is outrageous and unfair. And then we have her Jedi skin, which is the main one from The Rise of Skywalker. And this one kind of comes up 3 times because there's the 2 other versions, one with the hood and one with the yellow lightsaber. So at some point in the future I am going to be wanting to buy another 2 of these. I am all the Jedi. Which is apparently not enough Jedi. Next we have Finn. This is the Resistance Hero skin. It's in a couple of Rise of Skywalker sets which I never got, so as you saw earlier, I just bought this on Bricklink for this video.
These guys aren't finishing last this time.
I seriously just beat Darth Vader with Finn. That is so embarrassing without Darth Vader. Then we have Obi-Wan Kenobi. This is his Jedi Master skin, and you can see I swapped out the torso from my 2020 version of him, just to get rid of the burn marks because he does not have them in the game. Wait a minute, how did this happen? I'm smarter than this. And the final hero is BB-8. There are 2 versions of him. He does have a different head print, which they started using a few years ago, but across the board he's been in so many sets at this point. Helicopter, helicopter. I killed him with the helicopter. And another one. Starting off the villains, we have Boba Fett, who only has 1 skin in the game. This minifigure came out in 2017, and it's the only time that LEGO's made his Return of the Jedi outfit in the light grey. Unfortunately, he doesn't have arm printing, which I feel like I've kind of taken for granted on the newer Boba Fett minifigures. But he is still really cool, and hopefully the next time LEGO does Return of the Jedi sets, they give us the correct version of Boba Fett. And Solo, you better watch those wrist rockets! Darth Vader again only has 1 skin, and this minifigure, or versions that are very similar, have been in lots of sets at this point. From the face print, I'm pretty sure this is the one from the Obi-Wan Kenobi set. This is a really nice minifigure, especially with the arm printing, and I think I probably have about 5 of these at this point. I find my lack of health disturbing. Palpatine has 2 skins, the first one being his standard Emperor skin. I got this from the Emperor's Throne Room set. I just swapped out the hood for my Force Awakens Kylo Ren. And here is my brand new Palpatine in his Sith Eternal skin. And he does look really good with the red and black printing. Creamy Sheev strikes again. Kylo Ren is probably one of my favourite characters to play in the game, and he has 6 skins, the first of which is the masked skin. This only came out in the first version of Kylo Ren's shuttle, and I got it from a minifigure lot on eBay. And the only difference here is I've swapped his hood with Palpatine's. Next up we have the Scarred skin. This one doesn't quite match with the minifigure because he doesn't have the black tape over his scar. But Lego never made that, so unfortunately this is the closest that we can get. Then we have the Supreme Leader skin from the 2019 Kylo Ren shuttle, which I do actually own. And this is just his Last Jedi outfit, but he's got the Rise of Skywalker helmet as well with all the red cracks in it. And this is probably my favourite out of all the Kylo Ren skins. How come Luke's trying to kill me when I'm not currently asleep? Next up we have Darth Maul, and this is his Sith Apprentice outfit, which I got from the Sith Infiltrator set from last year. A lot of people don't like that he doesn't have the pupils anymore, but I kind of prefer it. I think it matches the Lego style a lot better.
I was hoping for Kenobi.
Wait, there he is! Kenobi! And he's dead. Then we have Iden Versio in her Special Forces skin. This came out in the Inferno Squad Battle Pack. And she's here with my custom version of the TL50 blaster, which does look a little bit too chunky. But this is the best I could do, at least with the pieces I have right now.
Whee! Whee! Whee!
General Grievous has 3 skins in the game, but Lego hasn't made either of the damaged versions, so we just have the standard one here. And I got him from the General Grievous' Starfighter in 2020. I don't have him here with his extra arms, just because in the game having 2 arms is the standard for him.
Your dead body will make a fine addition to my collection.
And finally we have Count Dooku, who hasn't been in a Lego set since 2013, and he is getting a little bit expensive. I do find it kind of funny how he has the same face as Saruman, even though obviously it makes sense. Hopefully we get an updated version of him soon. He's such an important character in Star Wars, it's kind of insane that we've not had him for so long.
Master Kenobi, you disappoint me. Do you know how the Sith first came into being?
So those are all the Star Wars Battlefront 2 Heroes and Villains minifigures I own. I definitely want to get at least one of each character, so this video will definitely be getting a sequel at some point in the future. Thank you so much for watching this video, hopefully you enjoyed it, hopefully you're an avid Star Wars Battlefront player. And to anyone who leaves a like on the video, you guys are the real heroes.
Good, Anakin, good. Subscribe now.
I should.
Do it.